you guys doing? Well, for you guys been watching me since I made this channel, I got a job now. That's a good thing. It's gonna train me a forklift, but it's not gonna pay that much. But I'm happy to have. I just gotta, do the training, and I know the forklift thing is gonna give me the experience I need and make me get other jobs. But I've been trying to make this video for a while now, but honestly, I've been lazy and just getting distracted on stuff, trying to settle in, trying to change my life a little. But I've been getting the vibes to make this video and just to talk about this subject, like different things from people talking about this thing that happened to me on Facebook, and I went to this men's group. It's like a church thing. I'm not really into church, but I go there and stuff because, I'm more of a spiritual person. But anyway, I go there because, it's part of the spirit, just, I don't know why I go there, honestly. It's just, I like being around good people. Church does have good people. Well, it's bad, but I'll talk about that different subject. Oh my God. Well, yeah, I've been getting the vibes to make this video a lot. I just want to say, some of you guys probably already quit this because I'm not talking right away, but this will be a lengthy video. It's probably going to be it might be about 15, 20, 30 minutes. I'm probably going to have to break it down into 2 videos almost, because I'm not going to have enough time to record this in my file. But it's something that really happened to me, and it's something that's from the heart, and something I feel like I need to share. And if you can watch 30 minutes of someone getting beaten up, but you can't watch somebody pouring out their heart to you, then that's fine by you. This channel is not for you, and I'm not the person to be talking to you. But anyway, here we go, this story. Back when I was like a freshman, kind of in the 8th grade, 9th grade phase, between that phase, that's when my parents got divorced and they split up. So, going to high school, I don't know if I was acting out because I was a freshman or just because, acting out because my parents were going to divorce. But anyway, I messed up with my credits and stuff, trying to be the class clown, trying to be the funny dude, trying to, fit in with the in crowd. Even though I had family up there and stuff, I still want to, be that guy. Which I later, it's crazy how life changed because I'm not that guy at all. I always been a nerd. I don't know why I always wanted to be some popular dude. I was a nerd with, I hate to say it, but I don't know, I was a nerd with class, a nerd with, with style to him, I can still talk my way. I don't got to talk all about chemistry and stuff, but anyhow, I messed up on my grades. My junior year, senior year, that's when I was like, I got to start thinking about future. I got to start, getting on the ball. Stop trying to do this craziness. Got on the ball. I did after school programs, summer school, classes online. Got my credits back up for that way I can graduate on time. And eventually I did graduate on time, so that was a good thing. But during that time, I was being the good kid. I was getting in no troubles, no fights, no nothing. I used to always get in trouble just doing stupid stuff, getting detention for I wrote something on the locker to tell people my name is Davon, not nigger or nigger. My name is Davon, treat me as a human being. It was kind of be my little rebel thing, trying to tell people to respect me as a man. I'm not this person, Because my school was a lot of racism in there, and I didn't know how to act up for it. I was on my rebel stuff, Anyway, junior year, senior year, I didn't get in no trouble at all. No suspensions, no fights, no detentions, nothing. I was this gonna be my year where I'll actually make something of myself, I didn't graduate at the top of the class, but that doesn't matter. I graduated on time. Well, this one day, this principal saw me holding my pants up. He said, I was holding my PSP. He said I was sagging. I wasn't sagging and stuff. I'm holding my PSP. Kept trying to tell him that, I got a belt right in my backpack. Because at the time, my parents, my mom got her own place. And I was staying at my grandma's house because I didn't want to switch schools during my graduation year. So I was going from my grandma's house, my mom's house, and my dad's, who was staying in my other grandma's. And it's all did like 3 different cities basically, you know. You got the country part, the city where I went to school when it was like more the suburbs. And then like my mom and my dad, where they were staying at, was closer to Detroit. It's like the metro part of Detroit. It wasn't in Detroit, but it was like, to anybody who's not from Michigan, they say it's Detroit, you know. They don't know the suburb or whatever. So I used to go there and jump. And I had the clothes in there, so I told them I got a belt. There's no need to put a zip tie on me. They was trying to crack down on sagging pants and stuff. The principal used to always try to mess with me because, you know, I was cool. Like, all I had was my headphones in. I was that guy just listening to music, listening to Jimi Hendrix and, you know, Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and, you know, some Bob Marley, some reggae, some, you know, everything. Dennis Brown. I can go on and on and on about the music I listen to because I just love music. But that's not about this story. This principal told me to wear the zip tie. I was like, I didn't want to do it because I was going to the tech center, which is another school. It's like, you know, where you learn nursing, construction, automotive, culinary arts, and the class I was in was auto collision. I was going there. I was like, there's no need for me to get the zip tie when I'm about to change my pants for one, and also I got a belt here. Long story short, tension started flaring because, you know, I'm not trying to embarrass myself wearing a zip tie. Who wants somebody wrapping their hands around your waist, especially being a young man? And then, you know, I basically just cussed them out, which is not my character, but at that time, I think it was just a stress because I was trying to be the good kid. Principal was trying to mess with me, trying to make me wear the zip tie when I had this on. And also, I was dealing with my uncle who was diagnosed with cancer. And if you guys know, cancer is a horrible thing to deal with because you basically got to watch the person die. And, you know, that put stress on me because, you know, like living at my grandma's house, used to babysit his kids with my grandma and stuff and all my other cousins. I have a big family. Dealing with that, you know, seeing my uncle almost every day, this big strong man, because I have a big family. All my family is big and strong. And I was seeing him in a stretcher, all tiny and just, you know, small. Dealing with that type of stuff and, you know, having to tell, you know, 2-year-olds and a 5-year-old autistic girl who's like barely talking stuff, which people they say have special needs and autistic and stuff, like they're just like us. They just don't know how to express their feelings, just like some of us don't know how to express ourselves. But having to tell these kids that their father is not going to be there with them and they're just talking to you. The one, like both of them can barely really talk. Just speaking little things, the phrases, you know. Where'd daddy go? Where's my dad? And you had to tell them, like, you know, your dad is in hospital and try to tell him he's going to pass away. Then when he passed away, it's like, you don't even see the kids anymore because the mom was doing her thing, whatever. Couldn't deal with her death. We're dealing with that, and plus the stress of graduation, plus I had to pass my math class, you know. It probably made me go off on this principal in the way I probably shouldn't have to, but either way, I cussed him out, so I stormed out his room and stuff, principal office. And they tried to expel me for that. No suspension or nothing. It's my first time getting in trouble all year. And they tried to expel me for that. But luckily, I didn't get expelled, so I graduated on time. And things were going a little better, but still, I had to deal with my uncle passing away. So then, you know, I graduate, things is cool, but during the time of graduation, that's when my uncle passed away. That's when he actually did. Like, it was like a couple months of him being diagnosed, and he actually passed away. I think I graduated in like June, and he passed away January 12th or 11th. So it wasn't that much to deal with, but I think I can't remember when I graduated. It was pretty sooner than that. But after that, you know, that's when I went for school. I was 17 years old, graduated high school. That's when I moved away to a different state with no family, no friends, no type of connections. I just moved there by myself, and I'm still in this different state, you know, with no one. And a lot of times I get lonely. But during the time when I was moving, also, my granddad passed away, and I had no money or nothing. Nobody can get me at the time, so I couldn't even say goodbye. But I was talking to my cousins and stuff, and they talking about the condition he was in at the time, and dealing with stuff like that. So I was like, dealing with that sadness and dealing by yourself. Like, I had roommates, but my roommates, a lot of them was cool. I'm not gonna downplay none of them, but like I switched a lot of places because I can't live with people. I found that out about myself. But dealing with people, they really can't comfort you like your family or someone who just has that ability to like comfort you. So, at 18, that's when I got my own apartment place because I got tired of living with roommates. I did with roommates who were just like, I had no problems with smoking weed, but these people was like stoners that you see on TV, like, whoa, bruh, just like stupid. Like, I never deal with that type of stoners, and I hang around heavy smokers and heavy chiefers, even though I don't smoke, but I think smoking is a great thing, even though I don't do it. But those people was like, I don't know how to explain it. There were people like that, some immature dudes who was like older than me in their 20s when I was like 18, and just like want to party hard. People leaving boo-boo, feces, poop, whatever you want to call it, in the toilet, not flushing that stuff. And let me remind you guys, I don't have a car, so I'm walking everywhere. So dealing with that stress and the high heat, which is probably not that high to other people. It's not Florida or nothing, but it's the Midwest heat, summer droughts and stuff. In the cold freezing, winter, like winter is a beast. Walking in that stuff, dealing with that type of stuff. But I got my own place at 18. It's feeling good. Things going a little better. Working, going to school part-time. The school I went to wasn't a big university or college. I think it was a waste of time. It was more like a tech school, a trade school, but I didn't know it at the time. It was my mistake. But during the time when I was 18, I got my own place, feeling good. Started getting a little bit of stuff. A little bit of furniture and stuff here and there. It wasn't nice. It was typical stuff, just to chill on. Trying to get my place fixed up. It was my first place. I called it my starter's apartment because it wasn't the apartment that I have now. It was the first one that I just had to get used to paying bills and stuff. Well, I was paying bills, but actually having to pay rent for real. Got that place when I was around, fast forward a little, when I was like 18, I hate to say this, in a half-ish, maybe 19. That's when someone broke into my place and took pretty much everything I had, which was a lot of material stuff, PlayStation, stuff like that, gaming stuff. But they also took the stuff they carried out with. Wait, I'm telling you something else. I'm thinking. Anyway, they broke my place. 2 weeks later, maybe a month later, they came back, and this time I was there. I answered it. I heard a knock on my door. I answered the door. These two dudes bum rushed me in, punched me in, but we're fighting on the ground. I'm fighting back and stuff. And then they told me they had guns. So then when they said they had guns, I was like, I don't want to die and stuff. Glasses got knocked off my face, so I didn't know if they had guns or not. It could have been just like their fist balled up like this, punching me, or it could have been like them holding a gun to my face like that. But I couldn't tell because all I seen was black and blurriness because I can't see nothing with my glasses on. Kept telling me, do you want to die and stuff, tell me all this other stuff, and I kept on trying to control the situation like, yo homie, we brothers, man, we don't have to do this, like, let's live in peace. Like, I have nothing at all, like, it's nothing for you guys to take. They didn't care, they just kept punching me, beating me up, punched me, beating me to the ground. While another dude, it's two dudes, but the one dude was punching me, so I was just taking the hits. The other dude ramsacked my place. They walked off my PlayStation that I recently got again, this PlayStation Slim. They walked off the suitcase bag that I got from my uncle who passed away, the one I was talking about. Which, I feel fortunate because I walked out not physically harmed, but more mentally. And that's my purpose of my story. Because I was damaged and I didn't know I was damaged. And I was in a dark spot. Like, after this happened, I couldn't trust no one. I used to look out my window, people talking on their cell phones, and just pull out a knife, like, peeking out my window. Just hoping witnesses come at the door. I was like, ready, just go and kill. And the thing is, I know the person who robbed me. I know it was his old co-worker because I chased these dudes down and I seen him get away from this car. It's a green Camaro. And the fact that I live in the back of the apartment place, it had to be a setup. I know it because I know nowhere in the city, nowhere in the state, someone had to set me up. Like, of all apartments, why mine? But it's like feeling that depression and feeling that rage and so much emotion, it turned me to a different person. I was not the person that I am right now. Like, I had family and stuff, in Detroit and all that stuff. I hate to say this, but, we was gonna kill this dude. Like, for real, we was gonna get him. Guns ready and everything. I told my family and stuff, don't worry about it. I don't know. Still some of that, the stuff that's in me now that was in there back then. I was like, no, don't worry about it. But my thing is, like, it made me a different person so much, and it's hard for me to talk about because to admit this type of person I was. I used to stand outside this dude's door, wait for him to go to work and stuff, wait for him to go to school, before I can go outside his apartment and just wait till he go to his car, and I was gonna just stab him to death. Like, had gloves and everything. Like, I honestly wanted to kill this person. Like, it was horrible. Like, when my place got broken into the first time, it tore me up because I couldn't stay in there. And then when I was actually there for the robbery, like, it really threw me off. Like, I feel like everything that I had was just gonna get taken away from me after being robbed twice. It's like, it messed me up even now today. Like, I haven't even had a real relationship because I thought, being in a relationship doesn't make sense because that's gonna get taken away from me. Buying stuff, I thought it was gonna get taken away from me. Don't have a car right now because I feel like doing stuff like that was gonna get taken away from me. I feel like everything I had was gonna get taken away from me. To the fact that I wanted to take my own life because I thought, why not? Everything get taken away from me. Luckily, these thoughts went away a little bit. They got suppressed, I'll say, because my brother moved down. Because my mom was scared, I'm her youngest son. It's just me and my brother. She's down there, so he came for protection. My brother is bigger. He's older than me 2 years. Older than me by 2 years, I'm sorry. So he came down there and stuff. Things going a little better. I had to really take care of my brother because he didn't have a job, But, it was still good because he was there because I had somebody to talk to me. My brother was close. But during this time, me and my brother kind of fell off and stuff. To the fact that he had to move out my place. But before then, I had to get my stuff back, so I went on Craigslist looking for like cheap stuff or whatever. Found an ad for like electronics. And it turned out this guy who was real kind and stuff, real nice, talking about church and different stuff, just about different stuff, about life period. It was just like real talkative dude, trying to help people out. Me, I was like, I gotta move out this apartment place. I was like, how much do these apartment cost? I was like, okay, it's helped my league a little bit, but my brother's here with me. We can find a better job. We can do this. I applied for the place. Of course, this dude had a reference from him. I didn't even think I was gonna get it. At that time, I was working a lot of hours, and I know I wasn't making enough to have this apartment. But I was working mad double, so I gave him my doubles check. Got the apartment. My brother's all happy. This apartment is nice, I'm by the lake. See beautiful water and everything else coming out every time. Feeling good, but that pain was still in me. I would still look out the window with a knife. It's still doing crazy stuff. I was working 2 jobs and stuff, like 16 hours. Still damaged and not the right person. Like, I didn't even trust my mom when I go up to see her and stuff. Like, she asked me questions and stuff. It's typical mom stuff, It's personal, but it's your mom. She's supposed to know these things, Different things like how you doing and stuff. I'm like, why she want to know how I'm doing? She want to know how much, money I'm making and stuff. Like, she trying to rob me too? That was my mentor. I'm telling you guys, that was my mentor. Like, my own mom. Like, I love my mom. I just got off the phone with her. Like, I had to turn my phone on airplane mode while I'm recording this because she called me so much. My own brother. I know for all my life. I didn't trust him, man. And I had to apologize to him like years later, a couple years later. Like, I think it was last year I apologized to him. Because during this time, I didn't trust him, and I was like being a jerk to him. Like, I was a jerk to everyone pretty much. I was not this right person. This demonic spirit took over me so much that my brother left, basically. Like, he couldn't deal with me being so negative. Like, we used to just fight all the time and stuff. Like, it was just horrible. Because that's the spirit that was inside me, wanted me to have, and wanted me to be away from everyone before I can keep being suicidal and being depressed. So after my brother left, that's when this guy moved in. Who has, he's one of my old roommates. So I went to help him out a little bit. I don't know why. He said it was going to be 2 weeks, but it ended up being more. This guy was using me and stuff. Wasn't trying to pay rent. Tried bringing people in my place, having his dog in there. Had my place snaking jump like a dog. Even though it was in his cage, but still snaking because he didn't want to clean up the dog's cage. But that's a different issue. Again, these emotions were suppressed. So when this other person came there, I was feeling more, of these emotions again. Why does this keep happening to me? Why does I keep getting used by people? Why is this stuff happening? I don't feel like living anymore. It's like life is not giving me anything. I had this better job, but I had to lose that job because my brother's car messed up. So I was still working at this other job at UPS, not getting paid nothing. This dude not trying to pay me nothing. So then I looked in the mirror, looked deep into my soul, looked into my eyes, glasses off, into my eyes. You see my eyes are healed, look inside my eyes. So whatever this negative thing is, this negative spirit, I don't like you, you have to leave. All this to get away, I don't like the person I'm being. Leave, it's time for me to make a change, it's time for me to make a change, it's time for me to make a change. With that being said, I started applying for jobs. Started having a better energy and stuff. Told this dude to get out my place. And then I started thinking, this is my first time really having an apartment by myself with no roommates. Well, it's not my first time, but I'm going back to it. No roommates, no brother, no nothing. So I had to think, who's the people I met in this life who changed me in a positive way and had to deep so much into my soul, into my spirit, and also into my cell phone to see who was these people. I deleted people out my phone, deleted people out my life who was not there for me. I thought about like the one person who was there for me, and it turned out to be my master and stuff, because this guy, he was there for me, who just wanted to teach me martial arts and stuff. So I was like, let me get into this stuff because I keep seeing reminders about it. Let me do this stuff because it's something. It's not about fighting. It's more about spirituality and more about feeling good. Start doing this stuff, and now I've been doing it for about a year, going on 2, and now I'm a much better person because I started doing this. I started looking in the mirror, cleansing that evil, negative spirit, and things went away. I got a better job, even though I just got fired from that job. That job was still a better job. It had no benefits, but I was making $20 an hour. My apartment is furnished and stuff. I got enough to buy a car. All I gotta do is take the test to get my license, which is like easy. I'm about to start a new job, but right now I'm not really struggling. I'm eating. I got a little weight on me. I got muscles. Like, I got everything. Only thing I don't have is like a good relationship, but that's gonna come. But the gist of this story is, I'm sorry if it took forever, but you have to know what I was going through. These bad things happen to your life, but it's happened for a reason, and it's hard to admit, but it's like the darkness, is there for a reason, for you can overcome it. Also, with my life being better, I was around better people, so I learned more things about being through this depression and why I was going through it. This guy Alba, who's like Rasta, very spiritual dude, explained to me, think about when you're in a dark cave or whatever, you see that one light, keep walking towards that light, and then you go out there and see the wilderness, the beautiful light, and the trees and birds singing. You looking like, wow, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, because you was surrounded by darkness or negativity, and you're not seeing what's around you. And that's how I was. I was just trapped in negative vibes. I want to say this now, though. I'm happy now. I'm happy in my skin. I had hair before. I cut my hair off because people was talking about my hair. I let it get personal because people was calling me thugs and type of things like I explained in my other video. I'm saying now I'm happy now. Life is great, but the only thing missing is like a real woman in my life. And also it's like this thing I have, like I keep getting this vibe. Also why I make this video. I'm supposed to have a purpose in life and I'm supposed to be doing this thing. I thought I was supposed to be like a big CEO at a company. Now I feel like my thing is to help more people and do like I do, because different things I say to people, like I said before, it affects people. And this is why I'm making this video. Like, this is why I make these videos, because I can tell somebody jokingly, you know, you're fat or whatever, you know, from someone just eating a lot, and they take it personal. Or I tell someone something inspirational, I'll go out there, find a job, you're going to get better. And they're like, yeah, all pumped up, you know, hyped about it. So I'm kind of realizing my purpose in life, but I'm still lost because people tell me they see these things in me. But I'm not seeing it myself, and it's killing me because I don't know where I'm going in life. I don't know where I'm going. Like, there's no other words to explain it. Like, I'm going to be doing something big, and maybe it's just a figure in my imagination, but I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something on a larger scale, helping people out, but it's like, I don't know, it's just like I'm lost. I'm living positive, but I'm still lost in the world. It's just about finding myself and finding more beauty in the world. But just want to let you guys know, I know this is long, but just, it's something that happened to me. It's personal stuff. I know the struggle of being suicidal, being depressed. Like, I had so many dark poetries, so many dark poems during this time about killing myself. Like, I slit my wrist to ease the pain, to keep me from going insane. I can't remember the rest, but it's something like that. I think these deep thoughts into my brain. Oh, I forgot how that poem goes. But anyway, I'll probably make it later on. But I'm gonna tell you guys, if you're going through anything, just know it's hard to admit you're going for a reason. You're going through all this pain for a reason, but just look yourself in the mirror. If you cut yourself, look at the cuts and like, look at it. It's not the beautiful smooth skin. Look at yourself like, this had to change. I don't like these cuts on my arms. I don't like this look in my face, this look of sadness. Look yourself in the mirror like, I gotta make a change. Wish these demons away. And also, you can't just wish on it. You can't just depend on the spirituals and, you know, God or whatever you want to believe in. You have to actually make an act on it too. The God and stuff is there is for like faith, and still hope is there to keep you secure. So do that. Take action about it. If someone's beating you up in an abusive relationship, you gotta take action, leave and stuff, and just keep yourself focused and stuff. You might get hit more in the process, but it's part of that pain. It's hard to accept, but in the end, be further out when you see the most beautiful stuff, which is the light, the positive, and the better you. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. I'm sorry it was so long, but it's a message from my heart to yours. So with always, share love, give love. Alright, peace.